Hey guys, some of you asked me to record another video showing you some of the skills I recommended that are in the harder levels. So I'm going to show you a couple of them. I'm going to share my screen here with you. Okay, so let's take a look. This is the first skill, complete a table for a linear function, and we're at the getting to the harder ones. So let's look at this. Complete the table using the function f equals 6w plus 15. So we need to look at our table. We need to see it's giving us w here. Okay, so we need to add 15 onto that to see what would f be. So let's look at the first one. If they give us 4, we're going to put 4 in for w. So 6 times 4 is 24. 24 plus 15 is going to give us that 39. So let's look at this one, 5. If we put 5 in for w, 6 times 5 is 30. 30 plus 15 is going to give us a 45. 6 and 51 they did for you. So if you did 6 times 6, it's 36. 36 plus 15 is 51. And then lastly, 7. 6 times 7 is 42, right? 42 and 15 is 57, right? 42 and 15 is 57, right? So you can also tell in this column that they each go up by 6, okay? Let's look at another one. So now we have 17 times h minus 15. So you're just going to put h, you're going to substitute these numbers in for h in your equation. So we got 4. So 17 times 4 minus 15, right? 5 times 17 minus 15. 6 times 17 minus 15. 7 times 17 minus 15. And you will get these values, okay? Let's look at your second skilled plan. 8th grade, this is module 5. Second one, write a linear function from a table. So if we go to the harder ones, okay. So now we need to write an equation. Remember, it's y equals mx plus or minus b. So this first number is going to be your slope. This number is going to be your y-intercept. So let's look at it. We got 3 and 61, 4 and 234. Remember, to find your slope, let me get the pen here. You're going to do y2. So remember, m, ooh, this could be bad, equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, so let's pull some of these points and find out what your slope is going to be. So if we do y2, the second y right here, minus the first y. So we're going to do 234 minus 61. Okay, so this would be 3. This is going to cancel out, make it a 1. This is going to be 13 minus 6 is 7. So 173. Okay. So it's going to be 173 over, now we're going to do x2 minus x1. So x2, which is 4 minus x1, 4 minus 3 is 1. So you know this number right here is going to be 173. Okay. So I'm going to clear this real quick. I'm going to type in here 173. And now I got to find out what this is going to be. All right. So in order to do that, let me get my pen again. So now I have y equals 173x minus b, which we're looking for b now. Now to find b, we just got to take one of these ordered pairs and plug them into this equation. So I'm just going to do the first one. So I'm going to take this ordered pair right here, and I'm going to plug them into this equation. So it's telling me y is 61. So it's going to be 61 equals 173 times your x, which is right here, 3, minus b. Okay, so 173 times 3 gives you, so 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 7 is 21. Add your 2 up here. That's 3, 4, 5. So 519. So 61 equals 519 minus b. Okay, to get rid of this 519, you need to subtract it. So minus 519 means you got to do it on the other side too, though. 61 minus 519. Okay, and you are now left with, so 61 minus 519. So if we just do 519 minus 61, it's going to be a negative number. So 9 minus 1 is 8. Got to cancel out, make this a 4. 11 minus 6 is 5. And then 4. So negative 458. So we were left with negative 458 equals negative b, because there's still a negative sign here. So negative b. Now we got to get that to a regular b, not a negative. So in order to do that, we need to divide by negative 1. You got to divide on this side by negative 1. So when we do that, negative 458 divided by negative 1 turns it into a positive 458. And negative b divided by negative 1 turns into a positive b. So a positive b now equals a positive 458. And that is going to be this number right here. Okay, so I'm going to clear that. 458, I said, right? There we go. Okay, let's look at the last skill plan that you guys had. Okay, so now we just have the word problems. A little bit trickier, but same idea. So let me go to a harder one. Let's do one more. Okay. So Nancy set her watch 1 second behind, and it falls behind another 2 seconds every day. That's your key word there, is every. Whenever you see the word every, each, that's going to be your slope. Okay, every day. Write an equation. All right, so let me get my pen. Remember, your equations are always going to be in y equals. Okay, y equals. I said every, each, daily. Whenever you see this, that is your slope. So that's going to be 2x. Okay, and then it also says Nancy set her watch 1 second behind. 1 second behind. So this is a little tricky. You need to think, when it says behind, does that mean a negative number? I think it does. So we're going to try a negative 1, right? So let's try y equals 2x minus 1 and see if we're right. I'm a little nervous. Y equals 2x minus 1. This could be wrong. Don't get mad at me. Okay, so it was plus 1. I got tricked on this word right here, behind, because I thought behind would be negative 1, but it's not. It just means an extra second. So it should have been y equals 2x plus 1, not negative 1. Let's try another one. That was a tricky one. So Arjun takes 2 pages of notes during each hour of class. Write an equation that shows the relationship. So this one's a little bit easier because it only shows one number. So you should know right away it's y equals 2x, and that's all. Okay. Let's see if we can do a harder one here. So Jack's office has already recycled 1 kilogram this year before starting the new recycling plan, and the new plan will have 1 each week. Okay, so each week is 1. So this one, y equals just x, because that's 1 plus 1. Okay, let's look at a harder one. Eddie takes 4 quizzes each week. That one's easy because there's no other number, so 4x, right? Y equals 4x. Blanca, hey Blanca. Blanca has already baked 1 pie, and she bakes 2 each, right? There's your slope, each. Okay, so y equals 2x plus 1. I didn't know you cooked, Blanca. Pies. All right, let's look at another one. Elena already owns 4 necklaces. An additional, right? So each, an additional necklace is $2. So y equals 2x plus 4, right? So there you go. let me know if you need more help with those, but I think that should help out a little bit. And take care. I hope you guys have a good day.